Today is 10th of March 2025, and we are back here to document the progress of this $1,000 trading account. Just like I told you, I'm going to take you every step of whatever I am doing. And today I want to look at some of the currency pairs that will be trading this week and to do a review of the trades that are running, how we'll manage those trades and see how we can end the week positive. So looking at the trades we took last week, we took CHF Japanese yen and we also took pound CHF. We already took partial profit on these two trades and we kept some of them running. So for CHF Japanese yen, as you can see, I have already moved stop loss to break even, meaning that if this trade comes back to our entry point, I will not be hurt. The account will be safe. The only thing is that we are not going to make additional profit. We already closed out some of the profit. Okay, and then for pound CHF, as you can see, the market is really testing our stop loss area, but that is not a problem. Losses are part of the game. Any trade that hit our stop loss, we will just take it. What you will notice is that I am risking 5% on each of the trade I am taking here, although 5% is a little bit higher than what standard risk management requires. Like for standard risk management, we will usually encourage 1% to 2% across any trade you are taking, but this account is just $1,000, although we started at 500 and we have arrived at 1,200, so I can afford to take 5% risk. We target to make 10 to 15% on any trade that we take. So if this trade hits stop loss, I'm going to be out of the market with 5% on that trade. Then the ones that are in profit will hit me maybe 10% in profit or 15%. So just know that and have peace of mind. Losses are part of the game. If I go to the trading history, you will see that losses are part of the game. Okay, so if you look at it here, if I expand this, you will see that there are many times when our trade has hit stop loss. You can see the red, plenty red everywhere, but it does not stop us from making money on the trades we are taking. We're still in profit by more than $700. So that is part of reality and you have to accept it and be ready for it. So those are the trades. For CHF JPY, it's already at break even. For GBP CHF, it is testing our stop loss. The trades I am looking at taking this week, this is what I have here, the Weldds macro tracker. It actually makes trading very easy for me. Some people feel like they can do just technical analysis and be fine. If it is working for you, good, but overall trading, if you want to be a very balanced trader, the fundamentals you cannot afford to do without it, because the fundamental gives you the direction of the market. It shows you which currency pair is weak fundamentally compared to the one that is strong, and you pair the strong one against the weak one and you trade in favor of the strong one. It is one of the best ways to trade, especially if you're a swing trader, because if your trades are going to be running for days and for weeks, you need understanding of the fundamentals. You can't afford to do without it. So looking at this, we already see that Japanese yen is the third strongest currency when we're speaking fundamentally, although you can see that it's beginning to be weak this new month of March, okay, compared to how it was previously. For US dollar, US was down to the third position, but it's beginning to regain its strength. It has moved to the second strongest currency, while you have the pound as the strongest currency across. So the trades we are looking at taking will be something like Euro AUD, GBP JPY, and Euro JPY, and maybe pound CAD. But as the economic data will be released within the week, we are going to have some new currencies that we'll be looking into. So if you go to your chart and look at Euro AUD, let's look at that currency. Euro AUD, you can see here on the daily time frame that this market was in a range for a very long time. It will hit here, go up to that point, drop, and then played a little and drop. Then it came here, traded back, and then drop, and then came here. What you will notice is that it actually broke out of this lower range and went to that peak. And if you look at it here, you see that the candle that closed on Friday actually closed above that wick for the first time. So I am seeing that the momentum for the buy side is actually very strong. So what am I going to do concerning this trade? There are two possibilities. You look at this level that I marked with that dotted line. Let me delete this other one. You see that it's possible that the market could come there, touch there, and start going back. But I would prefer something like this if it will trade back to this level and show me solid sign that it want to go before I will look to take that trade. Okay, so if you come to the 4-hour time frame, that's exactly what I will do. I'll wait for the market to trade back to this area. If it comes there or slightly below and show me sign that it want to reverse, I might take that trade. So that is one of the trades in my watch list. If you have any question to ask me, you can drop it on the comment. Another trade that we see here is Euro JPY. And looking at Euro JPY, this currency might actually give a trade this week, because you see that the range, it broke here, went there, came down, and this movement. So it can actually trade back to this level or down here and push. But since I already have a Japanese yen trade, I might not take this one unless the one I have already hit stop loss or something. Then I can look for another Japanese yen pair to trade. Let's look at GBP JPY. If you look at this trade also, this looks good. It looks like a nice buy trade, but I already have a GBP JPY trade that is running. If you go to the daily time frame, what did you see? The market already broke out of that trend line and came back. It's currently retesting that trend line. Go to 4-hour time frame. It might give you an opportunity if you want to take this trade. So if you take this Fibonacci retracement from this level to there, it is actually at the 61.8 fib level and going to test the 78.6. So if it eventually comes back to the 78.6 fib level, it is an opportunity for you to see if you can take that trade. But for me, I might also take it if I see a clear sign of reversal. Watch this currency pair, watch it. It might just come here. Then you can go to the lower time frame. This is 4 hours. You can go to place like 1 hour time frame and wait for break of structure, and then you can take that rate also. So there are a lot of them. I'll be watching these trades to take it. This is the one I'll be watching. If you check this, if you take your Fibonacci retracement and you measure from this level, that trade might actually come back to the 61.8 or 78 and move from there. Okay, but today is Monday. Monday is not a really, especially Monday morning, it's not a day that I like taking new trades, because the market will give you different movements, and finally towards evening it will finally get a direction for the week. So I like to observe the trade, whatever it's doing on Monday. But whatever it happens, if it comes here and balance very well and show me on Tuesday that it's ready to move up, I will take and do proper risk calculation. If it drops to this other level also, it is also a nice one. I will wait and do proper risk calculation and take the trade. But whatever happens, it is what it is. So thank you for watching. If you have any currency pair, drop it on the comment. If you are new to the channel, click on the subscribe button and be a part of the community. All right, see you tomorrow for another update.